Hi, good morning. Welcome down to Devon Koi Pond on a sunny morning. Hoping it's going to be a nice day today. Hasn't been a good week. Pond temperature's down. Pond's at 14. It's been dropping to 14 overnight, getting 15, maybe 16 during the days, but it's been cold this week. Winter's coming. Definitely felt different down here in Devon this week. I'm sure James will say the same up there. It's felt autumnal. It's the weather's changed. So thoughts have been turning to the pond covers down behind the shed. Walked down, had a couple of looks. They're going to be coming up against the fence here because they're going to be going up pretty soon. Give them a clean off, get it all ready. Fish are still happily eating. I've got enough summer food to probably last them another 2, maybe 3 weeks. But if the temperatures keep on going down, I'll be dropping over to 50-50 on wheat germ and the protein food, and then just weed them straight onto the wheat germ. NT Labs I use through the winter, wheat germ and garlic. I do believe that garlic really helps keep the parasites off them. But we're going to that at another time. Right, today, sun's out. It absolutely bloody hammered it down all day yesterday. I was hoping to get up and see James in the afternoon. I had a kind of appointment booked with him. I was going up to drop some stuff off, but I gather he might have COVID. He's waiting on the results of a test. Hopefully you'll know about that by the time his video went out last Sunday, because you'll be seeing this the week after. But hope you haven't got COVID, James. If you have, hope your trip through it's quite comfortable and you don't get too bad. But today, right, I'll give you a quick look in a minute. I've got the power washer out. I'm going to be boiling the 2 easy pods. As they're boiling, I'll have the power washer in the bottom of the pod, go around, give it a swill. Both pods, I'll do the same then with the 2 moving beds, good swill. And on the end, a pot full of alpha grog. That one there, I'll take all the grog out, drop it into my green bucket here, give it all a rinse out in the water, put it all back in. This is all part of the winter prep. Make sure all the filters are whistle clean. Now, I'm 99.5% sure they all already are, but we do it for peace of mind. I've had a look the last 3 years, 3 winters we've gone into the pond, and they've been clean each year, but I'll still do it just to be on the safe side. We don't want any nasties hooked up in the filter system anywhere. And it'll be time to do the veg as well. Let's have a quick, I'll go over it, take you over a minute, and I'll show you actually what I'm going to do. Right, as you can see, pond temps down at 14. Not too good, but it's a sunny day. Oh, 13.8, 14. Alright, below 14. Air temp's only 14.7. So it's going to take a while, but a bit of sun today should warm it up. Right, we're going to have to go down through all this filter line here. Move the camera up a bit closer. Right, so I'll start with the 2 pods, boil them up, shove the jet wash in through the media into the bottom, stir it all up, drop them down. Same with the 2 moving beds over the end here. So yeah, same with these 2, and then the last one full of grog down the end down there. That's the aim to get done this morning before jumping and also cook the Sunday roast. Don't want to be doing about the Sunday roast. I'll get this done and I'll get you over on the step again. There's no point in me filming this. Right, okay. Right, that's that done. Blasted all them out. The prep for winter, you want to do it before the water gets too cold. I did end up getting wet hands over there on that. It's not nice, don't like getting wet hands. Fish are still reasonably happy in the water, but I'm not. Right, as like I say, there's no point in me showing you any of that. But the winter prep, all important. Make sure your filters are whistle clean before you go into the winter. I'll feed probably down to temps of about 7 or 8 degrees. Below that, I just ease up on the food, maybe once a week. I know some people will feed a little lower, but if the fish want it, it's literally down to the koi keeper. You know, they seem quite happy here today. I say they're still on the last of the protein stuff, but get this gone and onto the wheat germ. They just can't digest high protein foods through the winter. I'm not heated. I know a lot of you are going to be heated through the winter, and you'll be piling the food in still. Good on you. Hope you're well insulated, and hope your energy bills ain't too high on it, but I just can't afford it. Right, that said, if you haven't already, please smash a like and subscribe down here. Maybe next week, like I said, with the covers, we'll be going on with the covers. Who knows? Who can say? Hopefully get to James's next Friday, which will be yesterday, because this video's a week behind, so that would be yesterday. So I've got that. That'll be in next week's video. Another little trip up to see him and a little bit of a natter. Plus also, I'm going to talk him into doing a little bit for me, because he owes me a favour. So I want him to do a little bit for me. Nothing to do with Koi Pond, incidentally. Right, and it ain't chopping meat. Okay, so that said, onto the filming. Right, I got a few bits here that come in very handy. We'll have a go at the sound this week. Now, last week's video of mine, I was using the new camera and my boom mic, right? Now, I ain't used it on that camera before, in anger kind of thing. They're powered, these shotgun mics, and you've usually got a gain on them. I'll give you a close-up look at these in a minute. But you usually got a gain on them. And it picked up the noise at James's Pond a little bit too much, background noise, certainly when I was down here. Normally I can get over stuff like that because I always record 2 sound sources. Alright, the other source I use is one of these. Again, I'll give you a close-up look or a pic here, one of these. Now this is just a voice recorder, alright. Now this is a kind of backup. I use this for sound. If it's close to you, it's fantastic, alright. It will record your audio, right? They're not that susceptible to wind noise. You can put the camera on, you can put it down close to where you're going and it will pick it up. The other thing you can do, of course, is you can plug a lapel mic into it. That will also really cut down on wind noise, which a lot of people suffer with on their videos. You can get a little dead animal to stick over one of these as well. That even helps even more. Right, I use that all the time. Every video I do, I have this as a backup. It's recording at the moment. Okay, I'll show you a pic of that down here in a second. The other thing I've got is I've got one of these. Right, now this is a radio mic. This will record from this unit to this unit, which you can then plug into your camera, which can be anywhere. So I can literally go 20 yards away and record to a lapel mic with this. Fantastic. This item, I think 20, 30 quid. It isn't dear. Bay of Evil. This item, probably about the same. I think these are under 20 quid. So I'll give you a close-up look of it all in a minute. Right. Now, sound. Wind noise on a video annoys people. I try to minimise it. Like I say, last week's video was a bit of a catastrophe because I didn't switch this bugger on. If I'd have had this one on, up at the video that I did at James's, the sound would have been far better, and certainly over here when I was recording and I was filling the pond, all you could hear was the hiss from the hose pipe. Now to your ears you could barely hear it, but the camera was really picking it up on the sound. Right, now sound tracks, when you put them into editing like that, I always start my video with a 3 claps and finish it with 3 claps. So I can drop a sound track separate in on the video track, line up the 3 claps at the beginning, line up the 3 claps at the end. Now, being as different recorders, the lengths are not always the same, so they might vary slightly. Get the first 3 lined up exactly, second 3 might be out a bit, but you can push or pull the sound track to fit the video track exactly. And then if the video track sound is crap, you've got the backup, or you use both, which I do quite often. Right. So I'll give you a quick close-up look of this equipment here in a minute. I'll put the camera above it so you can see it all. And that's what I use for the sound. But these I'd recommend to anybody. always a good backup, and it's the cheapest way around this. You just switch it on, put it down close to where you are, camera can be anywhere, and just marry up the two soundtracks. Right, I'll put the camera down on it, give you a look so you can see that. Okay, this was the shotgun mic. Excellent piece of kit to have on any camera, and you can also have it separate. I also run this one just plugged into this unit, so it doesn't need to be plugged into a camera, the recorder unit. It's so handy. Right, the PAL mic, those of you that know it, that use them anyway, know how good they are at cutting out the sound. And a little radio record unit, so handy because you can just walk anywhere to record it. But I do favour these as a backup. Always use this as a backup. Big mistake last week, me not switching it on, but made up for it this week. Right, that's on this equipment. Obviously, if you record with a phone, you can still do it with one of these, not a problem. Because the phones, mobile phones, are one of the worst ones for picking up wind whistle. Alright, they really do. If you get a blowy day, wind whistle on your video, and it does annoy people, you know, and then you get the apology, oh, I apologise for the wind noise on the video. There, one of these, 3 or 4 quid, sorted. Stick one of these on it, even more sorted. Stand out there in a bloody gale. Right, so that's the close-up on this stuff, just to help you with the sound of it. Right, like I say, you can sort it all out in the videoing. I always start the videos with 3 claps, finish with 3 claps. Count them, I think there's 2 on the road. But the claps helps you line up the tracks. Right, so we'll hopefully have a bit next week. Might be putting the covers on, might not. I really don't know. Hope this stuff was of interest to a few people. If it wasn't, please say so down here. I'm just trying to help a few people out with their filming. Alright, I'm not a professional, I'm a sort of experienced amateur. You know, I don't spend as long editing videos as I could spend a lot longer doing it. But I'm hoping they come out fairly well and they look reasonably professional. And that's the aim. Right, I'll pop you back over there a second. Rightio, from sunny Devon. It is absolutely glorious down here this morning, but still feeling chilly. Right, like I said, maybe the covers next week, I don't know. See what this week brings. Hopefully the visit to James. Right, I'll catch you all next week in another video. Bye for now.